There we go. Ah. Whew. Who's in here first? Who's going to click on first and say hi? You'll be the first one in tonight. I'm starting here just a little bit early. There's the first person. Larry! Yeah, Larry. I got my subject. Going to talk about LA. Thank you, Larry. Good job, buddy. Give me a thumbs up. Oh, I took a nice 2-hour nap, guys, this evening. As soon as I got home, I laid my head down on that recliner downstairs. Was watching something with Steve. Next thing I know, I looked at it, it was 8:30. That was crazy. Nobody here yet, but I'm glad you said hi. Just me and you. You're the first one. You get a thumbs up. There we go. Big Bake on the move. Oh, man. Hope I watched my video where I was thanking everybody. I did mention you, I hope, Big Bake, of people that I've met in my YouTube world. I think I did meet you. I did put that on there as I met you. I just wanted to thank everybody and thank you for my trip. Ooh, 6 people already in here. Ooh, dog. Oh, thank you, Larry. Oh my, where is my mic? Oh my. Hold on a minute. Let y'all watch this for a second. Watch this. Watch this. Know that this Santa Claus moved. I'll let y'all watch a second. Let me see if I can get him closer. Watch his head. And I'll be right back. I'm going to look for my mic. Enjoy. I'm back. Yeehaw! I was back. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Let me get it down here. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar Strawberry Cream. Ooh, doggy. Wow. 8 people in. I'm here, guys. Hold on a minute. Wanted y'all to see that spooky doll down there. I plugged it in about 2 weeks ago, and I didn't realize, but I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden, I looked down, and that doll's head, the Santa Claus head, moved. Yeah, it was crazy. Hey, hold on a minute. Hey, Thrasher. I got everybody's in. That's awesome, guys. Let me back up and get my microphone on. Oh, that's still bad. Hold on. I don't like my head being cut off. Is that better? Oh, yeah. Hey. Look at that good-looking guy. So how's everybody been doing? Man, guys, I had a wonderful time. And I thank very much my host there. And also, I want to thank my friends. I've got to be careful who I mention. I don't know if I'm allowed. I know 909 and Brittany. Thank you very much. I can't mention my host, but I had a wonderful time there. And I'm going to go ahead and say, since it's over, Desert Deb, thank you for coming. We all got to meet at Pierce Brothers. We walked around, looked at everything. I still was kind of hoping Jeff would put the purple lipstick on and kiss Marilyn Monroe's grave, but that didn't happen. But I think Brittany and Desert Deb did it, I think. Hold on. I'm getting there. Calm down. Larry's going, Brexton, get that microphone on. That's what he's doing. Turn that on there. Now you can hear me better. All the lights are on. All are pointing on to me. Ooh, 11 people. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Let me move my microphone thing over here. Guys, I don't know if they're good for me or not, but look here, guys. Yogurt pretzels. They are so freaking good. My friend Patty gave this to me. Oh, my words. So, my next... There's Randy, Big Bang. Oh, you got to do that. Thank you, Randy. There we go. Don't play the song, guys, for some reason. Hold on, let me turn the volume all the way up. There we go. When you play the song, the TV shuts. I mean, my live shuts off. I have to go back in and go live again. Well, not live again, but it's crazy. I don't understand why it does that. But yeah, I don't know why, guys. I'm trying to work on that. I'll have Larry look at it. He's my next door neighbor. I don't mind telling people that. He's a good guy. He's like that. Remember in Dennis the Menace? Larry's like, Mr. Wilson. So I'm Dennis the Menace, and I'll yell across the fence, Mr. Wilson! I love it. But, guys, yeah. Everything was a wonderful trip. I had a good time when I got there. I drove around everywhere. I did tell a story today, if y'all watched the video, and I'll tell it just a little bit. Let's get a few more people in here. Desert Deb, if you're here, hi, thank you. Brittany and Jeff, 909 Adventures, and Creepy Ink, thank you. I can't wait to meet everybody else. There's Steve Chapman, my old roommate. He is not my old roommate. He is my roommate. Hey, Steve. He's down there watching it on TV. Oh, am I talking weird? What? Like somebody's on drugs. What do you mean, Big Bake? Hey, you name it, Big Bake. You come on. I can't afford a plane trip. That trip was provided for me. We'll see. But I'd love to meet you. I'd love to go with you there, but I just can't fly there. I know you like to fly, but if you ever decide you want to drive to come by, I'll meet you in Oklahoma if that's a straighter trip. Straighter, is that a word? And then you can come down to Dallas. I'll hop in and we'll head on. I'll help pay for gas. But yeah, I'd love to go to LA again. I want to go back to Forest Lawn because I knew in my heart there were a bunch of Forest Lawn cemeteries. I just assumed, and assume means I made an ass out of you and me. I don't think so, Thrasher. I would never ask that from anybody. Very important, guys. When I went to Forest Lawn Monday, we went Monday. His surgery was on Tuesday. So Monday we went early to Forest Lawn. I just assumed, thank you. I thought that was pretty good too. I heard that somebody assume means, I'll say it again, an ass out of you and me. Hey, Adam, good to see you, buddy. And Elijah. Oh, man, I'd love to meet up with you too, dude. Sometime I want to meet up everybody. I've already met up, let's see, at least 6 people so far. 5 people. I want to meet up some more YouTubers. We need to have a big YouTube convention, either here in Dallas or up in the middle of the state. How about we all go to Branson, Missouri, up in the middle of the country, and I'll meet there and go see a bunch of shows. That would be fun. It's only about an 8.5-hour trip from Dallas to there. If you go straight up to Oklahoma, straight over to Springfield down to me and my mom and my stepdad used to go there all the time right before July 4th and right after Thanksgiving. We'd always head up there for the Christmas shows. Yeah. But yeah, I had a wonderful time, but Forest Lawn comes in 4s. And when I got there, we drove around. I spotted a lot of the buildings, but there were a lot of doors that were locked. And my biggest mistake, I think I figured it out. They knew who I was. Not who I was, but I was looking, because I walked down to the office when I first arrived there, and I went in, and I asked the ladies, do y'all have like Desert Deb got me this book from Forever Hollywood, And it was a wonderful book. You open it up, it has to listen to the stars and who they are, and it has a little place on this map where they're at. So it made it a lot easier. But I was hoping this would be the same way, but it wasn't. So then the lady says, oh, no, we don't carry maps like that. This is a family place or something like that. She said something kind of snooty, and I went, oh, okay. So when I left, I went to always the Garden of Remembrance, the Garden of this, Garden of that. But they were all under lock and key. So I kept asking the maintenance guys, and they kept saying, yeah, they'll come by here in a little bit and unlock it about 11. Well, it's 10:55. So we wait a little bit. Nobody shows. Then I went back over to one of the maintenance guys because they were over there working about another 50 or 60 yards away. They said, well, we don't have the key. Somebody else will come by. And so I said, that's just ridiculous. So me and my friend, I almost said it again, we drove around and everything. It was beautiful. I filmed as much as I could, and I couldn't find anything at Glendale. Didn't spot any landmarks that I knew. I saw the landmark of David, the beautiful statue. And I know in behind that wall was the Garden of Remembrance, Garden of Freedom, and all that stuff. But both sides, the doors were locked. And I knew there was probably at least 6 to 7 stars that I had on my list behind that wall. I didn't know where Michael Jackson, I know you can't go in and see it, but I didn't know where the building was. He's not in Forest Lawn, Glendale, I guess. Maybe he's in Forest Lawn, Los Angeles, wherever. But then all of a sudden I decided I'm going to pull the search up and I'm going to punch in Paul Walker since he was on the very top of my list. I really wanted to go see his grave. And all of a sudden he was 8 miles away in Forest Lawn, wherever it was, Los Angeles, I don't know. So I and David, I'm a friend. I'm probably going to say his name, but it's okay. I don't care. I had a great time. Thank you very much, sir. So we get in the car. This is like about 1 o'clock. We drive all the way over. I follow the thing. It actually takes me straight to Paul Walker's grave. I didn't know on maps you could actually punch in Paul Walker's grave and it'll take you straight there. I don't know all this. I don't have all those apps that y'all have. So we get over there and it takes me straight there, and I recognized it. I remember seeing everybody do the site. And I went, oh my gosh, yeah, it's right here, right here. Well, then before I saw that, I spotted Laurel and Hardy's grave. Laurel, but Stan Hardy. I found his grave. And first I went and did that one first. And then as I went up top of the stairs right beside the grave, I turned left and I recognized a lot of the squares where then I kept on walking and I spotted the word Walker right above. I said, oh, there it is right there. So that was the only 2 graves I got at the Forest Lawn thing. But then after I left, I was going back to the house on Monday. I was sitting there looking at my old videos. There was that red church that was at the bottom of the hill where Paul Walker's grave. There were about 6 or 7 people there. And I was like, really? I needed somebody on Monday to help me. I love Forest Lawn. It was beautiful. But I didn't know where anything was. It was crazy. But then all of a sudden I realized, well, the big ones, yeah. How did you know? Silent Forgotten? Oh, how did you know them? You knew who they were. You weren't around when they were alive, dude. So you're not that old, dude. So Tuesday was his surgery. He got that out of the way. Then Wednesday, we get up. He has a post-op surgery. He has to go in so they can tell him how it is, take off whatever he was supposed to take off on his eye. And that took from 9. He started at 8:45. And I knew I wasn't supposed to meet 909 and Desert Deb and Brittany and them until 10 o'clock. I said, oh, God. So it's like 9:15, and I'm going, oh, my God. Then I looked it up, and it says we were 45 minutes away. And I was like, oh, we're in Long Beach. We got a long way to go clear across town. So, okay. So BREXTON, hope y'all like my story. They're fun. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that was a great. John Denver was really neat, Elijah. John Candy, I mean, oh, man. I knew exactly where he was. All right, so let me finish my story here. Let's see. Hey, how are you? Oh, man, good to see you. I know, I'm rattling. Let's see who we got. Billy Stefanko. Hey, buddy. Hi, how you doing, my friend? Well, I'd love to meet you too. It'd be awesome, Billy. Be so cool. Like I said, we need a center meeting point where we all can come together. And I think Branson would be a cool place to meet. We should all meet there on 4th of July weekend. I remember staying in hotels with my mom and my stepdad all the time there. Always on July 4th weekend, we'd always stay at this hotel. I forgot the name of it. It'll probably come to me in a minute. But yeah, okay. So going back after his surgery, and then on Wednesday morning, we went to the post stop. I knew I was going to be late, so I text Jeff. And right before I text him, all of a sudden I get a text and say, hey, we're running a little slow. Traffic is real bad. We probably won't be there till 11. And I went, thank you, Lord. It worked out. So we got a hold of Desert Deb too and let her know. So everybody gets there at around 11. I said that worked out. We all went to Pierce Brothers first. So here I pull up about 2 minutes till 11. Brittany and Jeff were still already there. And all of a sudden there's Desert Deb coming in right in behind me and parks. And I was like, oh my, let's work out beautifully. David had the best. Oh my God, I mentioned his name again. Guys, I am so sorry. I'm not supposed to mention the host. And if I do, I apologize. But yeah, he was a really good host. I really enjoyed my time with him, but I'll shut up about that. Okay, it's over anyway now. I won't see him for 3 or 4 more years unless he needs some other procedure done quickly. All right, so we get there to Pierce Brothers. I almost missed the entrance. It snuck up on me, but then my maps thing said, turn here. And I went, whoa, wait a minute. Then I saw this, you turn into this building, and it looks like it goes down into a garage, but then you turn right, and there's the entrance. So I went in, turned in, and got in there. We got there. Thank you, Jeff. He knew where all these people. I saw 6 other people on my video you saw that I didn't have on my list. I did not know the gentleman, I forgot his name, who played Sam the Butcher from the Brady Bunch. I didn't know. I was standing right there next to him. And I, Brex, you know who that is? And I went, no. He said, that's Sam the Butcher from Brady. I went, what? That was so cool. And I found Rita Hayworth. I think I had her on my list. My one I wanted to see really was Don Knotts. And that was so cool to see him. And to see Kirk Douglas. Everybody. Oh, Marilyn Monroe. That was really cool. And next to her was Hugh Hefner. Above was some creepy guy. I heard he was buried facing downward. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. But as I asked the question to Jeff, and you'll see in my video, watch it from Pierce Brothers, I wonder if Hugh Hefner was buried sideways where he could face towards Marilyn Monroe. Think about it. That would be funny. Oh, man. So let me get a drink. But Pierce Brothers was fun. We got around, saw everything. There was a funeral going on, and they had all these tables set up. So there was a whole section there, and there were about 3 more stars that were hidden in back behind that building that I really would like to see, but we were blocked off. We didn't want to disturb their reception. So I heard there was about 3 other stars that I didn't get to see back there. They were on my list, but that's okay. I got to see tons, and I think at least 15 to 20 stars. And I put them all on the video. Whatever you saw, that's what I saw. But the kind of cool part was we were all about to end, and I walked over and I remember Richard Simmons. And Jeff, your video was awesome. I loved it. But we were standing there, and the gate was locked. They said it was a private area, but the gate was locked, so we were trying to turn it. Jeff reaches over on the back, lifts it up, and the gate opens. I went, oh my word, this is awesome. So we're standing there discussing this, whether we should do it. Jeff, me, Desert Deb, everybody. We're all just standing around talking. Brittany, should we do it? Well, they were all started talking, and all of a sudden, I go, I'm doing it. So I lifted the handle. I walked over there real quick because they were so busy with that funeral. I don't think they had time to even come by. And if they were going to chase us out of there for doing it, we were leaving anyway. So go ahead. So I open the gate. I go over there and do my little video and all that stuff. And I come back
And all of a sudden Jeff goes, I think I'm going to do it or something like that. He gets up, he goes over there and does his video. And then Desert Deb does her video. And that was really cool. We all broke the law, but it's okay. I still got a good video. Jeff, you had a wonderful video. I learned from you, Jeff, and Desert Deb. Thank you. I want to learn how to do better videos. There were a lot of videos here on this trip. I need more information about these people. I should have wrote down more or even learned more about it, you know, because I saw myself stumbling just a little bit. But I have fun, just the knowledge I know. And I really appreciate people being honest with me and letting me know these things because it teaches me as I go along. But I knew this trip to Los Angeles, my goal was to get as many stars as I could filmed with me standing there right there. I may not have known a lot of them by name. It was cool to see Ava Gabor, who played in the Green Acres. That was really cool. Burt Lancaster, Tim Conway. I hope everybody kind of laughed behind me when I did that. Hi, Desert Deb. We walked into the part where Tim Conway was, and I started talking about it. But I remember, if y'all get a chance, watch the elephant thing where he's trying to tell a joke, and he's got Carol Burnett sitting here, Vicki Lawrence, and Dick Van Dyke. And they're all on this big couch in these two chairs. And Tim goes into this elephant story. That was one of the most funny stories. If you get a chance, look it up. Tim Conway elephant story. Watch the whole thing, guys. It was, Elijah, what's wrong, Bubba? Oh, man, my prayers are with you, Bubba. Please get better. No alcohol. Don't do it. Get you some Sprite or something like that. Go up to the store and buy you a bottle of Sprite if it's a stomach ache. But my prayers are with you, Bubba. Get better, okay? I'll do another live on Monday night at 7. I'm back at there again. But, yeah, so we're... so back to the Tim Conway. So I start telling the story. If you watch the video, you'll see me doing it. He does this part where he does the elephant joke. It is most funniest joke. Excuse me, I used the word hell. Oop. He does this thing where it's called the conjoined twins, elephants or whatever. Well, first he does it. Oh, I exercised my right. That's right. There you go. I did. It was open. We reached up. I just said, well, I'm sorry. I reached in the hand. Yeah, I'll take full. But I'm sorry. We had to do it. I knew exactly where it was. I saw Scott do it. I've seen so many people go over there to Mr. Thrasher, I think even did it. Mr. Thrasher, did you do the Richard Simmons video? I think a lot of people did. And I kept hoping, I know I got these people here, but I was hoping more my YouTube supporters and my friends, I was hoping more of them were trying to just sneak in and show up. It'd be so cool. I did meet a couple at Holy Cross that live in Denton, Texas, and I'm hoping to hear from them pretty soon. You know, I'm hoping they text me. They know about my live tonight, so I hope they show up tonight. That'd be cool. We got to meet them and talk to them. I gave them my card, and I had a lot of cards. I passed out a whole lot of cards. I will say, I did the elephant joke. I'll go back to that. I did the elephant joke. Go watch it. I'm not going to tell you about it. I want you to do it. I have a baby Jesus I took on this trip. The last one I did, we were at, the Lawndale, Forest Lawn, Lawndale. And we were over by this chapel, and I found this little balcony area, and I filmed. If you watch the video, you'll see my baby Jesus sightings. I have about 15 of these little short 10 to 15 second videos. I love them. They're fun to do. And I lost him. I left baby Jesus there somewhere. I finally realized that I lost him when we went to Holy Cross Cemetery, and we're walking around. We're finding all these stars. It's wonderful. I remember last, we were at the Ray Bolger grave inside that chapel. And we were all sitting around there. Jeff was doing his filming. Then I went up and did my filming and did all this. I hope I didn't interrupt you, Jeff, when you were doing theirs. I was trying to watch everybody's way they were filming. And then Desert Deb Kim did hers. But I sat in that chair and I laid my camera stand with my telephone attached to it. And I remember laying baby Jesus right beside it. Okay, so Brexton stands there and he's waiting, and they're waiting for my turn to stand up. So I stood up grabbed my camera, but I don't remember picking up baby Jesus. But that didn't bring to me the mind of going there. So I didn't know. So it must have fell off and landed under the chair or something like that. I know, I got to go find Jesus, Flo. I got to go find Jesus. No, my friend Larry here says he has an extra baby Jesus. So I look at it this way. Baby Jesus was lost somewhere at Holy Cross Cemetery. He might be there around Ray Bolger's grave, but I'm sure if the janitors in him had probably swept him up. But how I remember losing him, we were over there at the end. We were filming Sharon Tate's grave. And I went down, and all of a sudden there were two small baby Jesus. Watch my video. Two small baby Jesuses sitting there. Neither one of those were mine. And I was like, oh, awesome. So I did my baby Jesus sighting video where I went down and filmed. If you watch the video, you'll see what I did. And I filmed it. And that's when I remember, because I reached in my pocket and I had my keys in there. I had my cards over in the other pocket, but there was no baby Jesus. I looked in all my pockets and everything. I never found it. We looked around my friend's house. Couldn't find it there. Then I started thinking, Ray Bolger's grave. It was on that chair. I never picked it up and put it back in my pocket. That's where baby Jesus. So he's somewhere at Holy Cross Cemetery on somebody's grave. Amen. He wanted to be there. Hi. Come on in. Anybody new in here? Come on in. Say hi. Please don't be a watcher. Arlene's probably not here. Did she come in? It's very hard for Arlene to get here on Saturday night. She does so many. She puts everybody's links up on the channel, and I really appreciate her that. I know she shows up on my Monday nights, which is awesome. The Saturday nights are hard for her. She's probably done so many lives, she's probably already gone to bed. Ooh, look at that beautiful beard. Ooh, ooh. All right, so yeah, baby Jesus. Well, I got another baby Jesus I got to get from my friend Larry. So, and I'm going to be filming some more baby Jesus videos. I like doing them. I kind of got the idea where I was in the car one day, and I was sitting there looking at the wheel. And Larry had already given me the baby Jesus. So I stuck baby Jesus up on the dashboard right behind the wheel. And you saw my video, watch it. If you haven't, watch it. Watch my video on Texas Adventures with BREXTON on YouTube. But baby Jesus, I just said, baby Jesus, hi, you going to take a ride with me today or something like that? Jesus, I just got to ask you one question, please. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel, from Carrie Underwood. I have to say it. Oh, and everything grew from there. That video is doing really, really well. Then I started doing them in different places. I actually put them in the middle last weekend before I left. Saturday it was. I put baby Jesus in the middle of my nachos. I said, baby Jesus, that's a lot of nachos to eat. Then I put them over here by an ice cream cone. I just found different places. I found a place where I had a bunch of poinsettias. And I said, you know what? So I found a little gap there, and I put baby Jesus there. And I went down and filmed baby Jesus. I said, nice arrangement of poinsettias, baby Jesus. It was really fun. So, yeah, that was fun. How about that? Did they win, Steve? The 49ers won? I was afraid they were going to get beat. Did they win, or what's the score, Steve? Because the other team was like beating the heck out of them. I like Forest Lawn, but I was kind of upset with it because I didn't have anybody to show me around. Their locations, it was tough. I wish I had known somebody else that was there, because I couldn't get Brittany or 909 or Desert Deb. They couldn't meet me until Wednesday, which we had a great time. We went, Holy Cross was really, really cool. Got to see Sharon Tate, got to see Bella Lugosi. That was really cool. I really enjoyed Bella Lugosi's grave. That was really, really pretty. And we got to see a bunch of others. I got to see Jack Haley's grave, who played the Tin Man. So now I did another video on the Wizard of Oz, but I had to show all those little short videos. I've actually met now. I've actually seen Dorothy, Judy Garland, Toto, Jack Haley, and Ray Bolger, who played the Scarecrow. I met them all. Seen their graves. So that was really, really cool. And that was a bucket list item. Now, if I can just go find the lion, but I think he's somewhere up north. So I'll have to figure that one out sometime. I do hopefully get this summer. Maybe I can get to Indiana. and get up there. And he doesn't live that far from there. I want to see James Dean's grave. He's up in Indiana. That'd be kind of cool to see. He's one of my favorite actors too. But yeah, woohoo! I had a great time, guys. The fire's nice. You can see down here, the head is still moving. If you look at it very carefully, I plugged it in about 2 weeks ago. I unplugged it before I left on my trip, or there's a place you can turn it off. But I wanted to turn it on tonight and see if any of y'all would say something. The thing doesn't make music. Its head just slowly turns and just looks around. His arms go like this. Kind of creepy, but it's Santa Claus. Hey, how are you? There you go. We were just talking about you, 909. Thank you for your wonderful live tonight. I'm about to start the bonfire here in a minute. I'm trying to figure out what I can burn. I don't know. They had a beautiful bonfire. I was just kidding about the pickles, but it'd be interesting. Pickles with a bunch of marshmallow sauce around it, then put it over the fire. It'd be kind of a crunchy taste and a marshmallow taste. Oh, what y'all were doing, those were awesome. They were taking marshmallows, dipping them in, or they were taking chocolate or whatever and dipping in marshmallows and putting them in the fire and all this stuff. I said, oh my words, that's a beautiful fire. Sorry I missed the first part of your live. I woke up from a 2-hour nap. I went and laid down sometime after 6 o'clock or so, and I just laid there. And almost the next thing I know, I looked at the clock, it's 8:30. And I went, what the heck? I was gone watching TV with Steve, and I was over there gone. But it was good. My body is still kind of got a little bit of jet lag, but I'm feeling a lot better now. There's Larry. There, if I can jump off, it may not show it. I have to go back in and re-sign in, Larry. Whenever somebody does it, for some reason, you gotta look at my phone. There you go. There we go. I'm back. There we go. I'm back. See what it does? After you play the song, it knocks me out of my live. So yeah, I'm back. Yeah, don't play the song. I got to figure out what I've done wrong. Some reason when you play the song, it knocks me out of my live. I haven't figured out what button I've hit or whatever, and then I have to go back in. But I'm here. Don't leave. I had 10 people in here. At one time it said 12. Nerd locations. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. So Big Bake, you don't do it either. Larry, don't do it. Please don't dial my number right now. It'll knock me out again. I know. Jeff! Yeah, I love it. That's why I wanted to do that, Jeff. And like I said, if I interrupted you while you were doing your channel, while you're doing your videotaping, I apologize. It's hard for me to read. I was stood back and I try to watch. When I see you filming, I'd step back. I see Desert Deb, I'd step back. But I wanted to make sure. And I think the best place I had the best time was Holy Cross. We walked in, first place we all met, I said, we all met over there by that big building that had where Ray Bolger was. We walked in and they said, where do you want to go next? I said, let's go inside. I knew exactly when I walked in the door and I spotted that chapel. I knew I had to go to the left of the chairs, walk in, and right there by those chairs on the left-hand side was Ray Bolger. I did that video. I knew exactly where it was. And that's when I lost baby Jesus. He's taking care of people in Holy Cross. Yeah, I had a great time. We walked around there. Then we went around the corner. I knew exactly how to get to John Candy. You go down after you leave the chapel. You go back to the left. Then you go down and turn right. Then you turn left again and then go back and turn right. And in this little area there where the stained glass is John Candy up here. And then 2 places down was Fred McMurray. I had done that video too, and I knew exactly where they were. Then I found somebody else's grave there. Yeah. So it was really cool to see all these graves. My video didn't do it justice. Some reason the glare, I got to work on my camera angles because the glare from the stained glass was causing my video that's why I posted a picture of the one I found online before I did the video, where you could actually see the video up close, where you could actually see John Candy any video video I did next to stained glass, you could barely see. So that's okay. I'm learning as I go. John, thank you very much for your notes and everything. And I've got to learn to do a little more knowledge. I know, because Jeff hit me up a few times. It was funny. Brexton, can you tell me a little bit about this person? And I went over there and I went, oh God, Ray Bradbury. Mine didn't even click into my mind. Oh my word. I knew who it was. I saw the dinosaur on top of the grave. But in my mind, I knew it was an author. So that's all I knew. I couldn't think of the name of the books. That I heard y'all talking about it. So then I just kind of listened and I tried to say something or let y'all do the talking in the background. Everybody would know who Ray Bradbury was. Yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty cool to see all these wonderful graves at Holy Cross. Holy Cross. Then I got to show Desert Deb, 909 and Brittany on television, on my little live camera at the very end where I was trying to end my video. I started to say show and not the other word. Don't be settled, LOL. Yeah. It was, yes, Ray Bradbury. I mean, I read books. I love that, but I'm going to learn a little more. But this was like a chance to do these videos. I should have looked it up a little more. I had a bunch of videos that I knew exactly where. I'm so mad at myself about Forest Lawn. I'm going to quit beating myself up about it. But I just knew there were more graves there. Especially after we did the Paul Walker and Stan Laurel. After we were leaving, as I was leaving, I spotted this red church down at the bottom of the hill. Never even thought about it. Then I get back to my friend's house, and I start going over some of my old videos after we finished that. And on that Monday, and I went, we couldn't get back over there. I didn't have the time. The church, right in behind that church was about 6 or 7 stars that I had on my list. Hello? So I went, oh my God, we drove right by that church. It was so spread out. Oh yeah, thank you, Hidden Jackpot. Oh my God, when's your next video, dude? You want to advertise here? Let us know. Can't wait to hear from Lisa. I've been watching both your videos. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you caught my live. Have a great evening, dude. We're going to end this thing here in about 22 minutes. I always try to end right around 10. John, why'd you have to retract your statement? What'd you say? But I really appreciate the comments and everything showing me how to do it. And I would really love Big Bake. I'd like to meet up with you again. I've met you, but I'd like to go. Let's go to California. We can hook up with Sooner John, all 3 of us. All get together, pay the gas for him, and let's all go to California. We can sleep in John's van. I'll bring a sleeping bag. I don't think my friend has room there for all of us. Me, maybe. I did sleep on the couch the whole week, but it was really nice. It really was. Really beautiful place to stay. Had fun. You saw my live I did on Monday out there in front of the property. I just walked back and forth. It was really cool. I gained 8 subscribers while I was in LA, so that was pretty cool. Y'all help me out if you can. Tell everybody about my channel. Good old Randy. Good old Randy. Yeah. It's so cool to be randomly Randy in nerd locations. I've watched y'all. I learned about y'all from Scott's videos. And all of a sudden, hey. Oh, I didn't see that part. Let me read that again. Hold on. Oh, man. What was that part again? Jeff, does that sleeping bag host a duet or is it a solo? It's a solo. See, I always tell Sooner John, I'm only an hour and 15, 20 minutes away from Windstar or Choctaw. So we could go up, meet up. I'll leave my car there close to the building, lock it up. Then we can head on over to Arizona, wherever you like to go. I am going to the Ranger spring training. I've been asked. He hasn't given me yet. Probably sometime in February or March, probably March. But I am going to the Ranger spring training. They've asked me to come along. It'll be him and his son. and I will be joining along with them. So Jonathan shows up sometime in my lives, but I'll get to go to spring training with them. So that'll be fun. Help them split the money on the hotel. And yeah, so wait for that trip. That's going to be fun. Because there, it's really cool. If you ever go to a spring training, you can go from these different pieces. There's areas where some of the players will be practicing batting. There'll be some of the areas where the pitchers are pitching, and they'll be catching in this area, and they'll teach them different things in different areas. But it was just so cool. And but the only rule is you're not allowed to stop them unless they come up to you. Long time ago when I first got to go, and I love telling the story, is I was spring training, and this is when, what is that? Baseball player. Larry, who's that baseball player? God, I don't remember. But it was a baseball player. He got traded the very next year, but he always wears the short cuffed baseball pants. Played for the Rangers. Oh my God, my mind's just going blank. It's going to come to me. But he got traded to Detroit the next year. But I was at spring training, and I was having problems with this big old camera that I had, and I was messing with it. And I was standing out there, and as you're standing there, these players go from field to field to do their practices and work with these different coaches. Just not allowed to approach them unless they approach you. So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden this voice behind me says, "You having problems?" And I said, "Yeah, I can't figure out." He said, "Oh, your batteries are in backwards." So he opened it up, put the batteries in, and I looked at him and I went, "Oh my God, what is the guy's name? It's driving me crazy. I brought it up. I shouldn't have brought it up." So, but he goes, I said, "What else can I do for you?" I said, "Win me a World Series." He says, "We'll work on that." Then he gets traded to Detroit. Then he goes to Detroit. I think they ended up going to the World Series 2 years later. Oh my God, I was so mad. I said, but yeah, it was cool to meet him. But yeah, the rest of the time we spent around there, we ate lunch. The next day we went out and watched the baseball games against these teams. All this stuff was free. So you could just walk around and do all this stuff. But we had a great time there. Ate some good restaurants, and it was about a good 3 to 4 days of fun. Then on the way back, like that year, we stopped at Tombstone, where I did a video in Tombstone. That was a really fun video. Got to watch live action and everything. So, this one I wanted to show y'all guys. I got this in the mail. It just came in the mail. This is a flash drive. I've got a lot of pictures, so I'm going to get a friend of mine to help me work on this. We're going to put this in my camera. My camera's got a lot of photos in there. It's slowing it down. So I want to get all my pictures transferred in here. Then I can just plug it in the bottom of the phone and be able to go access those photos if I need them. Like take all the Los Angeles pictures out, transfer them to here before I just delete them. After I move them to a video, I just delete them. But I'd rather transfer them to here. So that's a biggie right there. This is only $9.99 on YouTube. Then, before I left on the trip, which I never got to bring with me because I couldn't find it, now I found it. This guy. Guys, this is the most, where's that? There it is. This is the most awesome thing, guys. You plug it in, you take this cord, you find which one you need. There's that one, and there's one for me. You plug it into your phone, and it charges your phone up a little bit faster. On the video, on the channel, it makes it sound, see, I haven't figured out how to work that yet. There it goes. It makes it look like that little bar goes, but it doesn't go that fast. I have yet to figure that one out yet. But this little outfit is it was like $9.99 also. I got one. I didn't get a chance to bring it on my trip because I couldn't find it. Then when I got back, I was moving my luggage around trying to unpack it. And all of a sudden it was underneath my blanket on my bed. And I went, really? That's where you were? It's okay. Then, guess what time it is, guys, this year? Time for, don't worry, Larry, I'm not going to do them all the way. It's time for Girl Scout cookies. I got me 2 boxes of Thin Mints cookies and 2 boxes of Samoas. I'll eat very carefully, Larry. I will not go crazy. But I got my cookies. I'm all set to go. Yeah. Oh, good. It was good to see everybody here tonight. Yeah, we're just chilling. We got about 15 more minutes, so hang out with me. I'm going to work on the puzzle tonight. get a little more done. I got to get back to it because I'm supposed to do 20 to 25 pieces a night. I stopped about 2 weeks before Christmas, and I haven't done anything on this puzzle. I just stopped because I had so much going on here, there, everywhere. I know there's no excuse. But now I got to get back on this puzzle. I see some pieces already. I already want to get over there and start working on. The tree stays up all year round. This is my Christmas room. I can't wait till y'all come visit. I'll bring you up here. Scott's been up here. Randy's been up here. I never got travel with Lisa up here. We brought her to the house. We were in the alley pretty much, but I didn't know if she would actually feel comfortable coming into the house with two guys. I didn't know. We just met her, so I was trying to be very careful. So then we took her back to her hotel that day, and we got to meet that whole week and had a great time. But next time she comes this way, you and her and Hidden Jackpot, they are welcome here. And I'll bring them into my Christmas room. And if you happen to be on here on a Saturday night at 10 or a Monday night at 7, you're going to be part of my live. I'll figure out how to get some more chairs in here, and we'll sit back and enjoy my live for about an hour so everybody can meet you. Because y'all were a blast. I had so much fun. The bonfire's about to get started, Jeff, any minute now. I've got the fireplace going, so I can just take some of the wood from there and throw it in over here. Or should I? Let's see, what else can I show you? Let me get another drink. Yeah. Oh, I showed everybody at the beginning. Yogurt pretzels. My friend Patty gave these to me. I did bring them on the trip, and I had a few there, but they are really good, guys. I don't know how good they're good for you, and I don't know, but they were really good. I don't eat a lot. I'm not supposed to eat all this sweets. But, yeah. Oh, here's going to be a new hat for my hat collection. I found this also. Forgot, maybe got from Patty. Look at the size of this hat, guys. Let me see if I can put it on. I don't know. Let's see. No, it's too small. Yeah, it don't go on my hair. Look at that. It's too small. It's supposed to be just made for a mannequin or something. But yeah, this is going to be added to my hat collection. I'll put up on that wall. It'll hang like this up on that wall, so y'all will get to see it. Retired the Santa suit for the year. He's all packed away. I'll take it out probably in October, take it to a place to get it cleaned. My niece sometime this summer wants to take, you can take lemon juice and you have to put towels down where the red part is, and you take the fur and you take lemon juice and mix it with something else, apple cider vinegar or something, and you take it and you take a wash rag and just wop, and it's supposed to take all the brown out of the white. But you got to be careful because it will fade the red. So you got to take some paper, not paper towels, but a regular towel, lay it down to keep it from fading. Won't do it. I've tried every dry cleaner I can, even the people I used to do, and they said they stopped doing it because they ruined somebody's suit. And so they said, no, we're not doing it no more. I said, they used to do my suit every year for me. But no, they're not doing it no more. Nice family. But yeah. Hi, Santa. Are you moving down there? Yeah, his head's moving, guys. I'll turn that camera down there just a little bit, let you see. Look at him carefully now. His head's moving if you see it. He's just going like this. Like this. That's what he's doing. Hey, we haven't had yeah, that's an idea. Let me see if I can get back there. Hold on. Hi, Santa. Haven't had a Santa sing tonight. See if I can get back there. It'd take me a minute to get back out. Hold on, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Can't see me. Here, I'll just do this. There we go. Gotta have Santa sing. Come on, everybody, sing along. You know you want to sing along. Come on. Scott's here. Scott, happy Merry Christmas, Scott.
Wonderful time.
That would be funny. Pop live. That would be funny. Really? Scott's here. Awesome. Glad you came in, buddy. Scott. See, Scott's been in here. He's been in my Christmas room. Wasn't too creepy, was it? Oh, man. I would love to meet you again, Scott. I know you're not, you said you'd never come back here because I scared you, but I might have to stalk you in California. I'm just kidding. You've been watching my videos, Scott? Did you see the last one I did with 909 and Desert Deb? You got to watch it. I'm not telling you all about it. You got to watch it. My last little short. It was hilarious. Scott, is that where you put those bottles? Thank you, Scott, for coming in. Tell all your friends. Bring them in here. I need more people to subscribe. Yeehaw! Yeah, it was a fun time in California. I had fun, guys. That was fun. I got back in Thursday night. It was weird. I went from 80-something degrees in California, and I was wearing shorts and a T-shirt. Got into the airport, and the steward on the plane said, "Everybody be ready. Temperature outside is 41 degrees." So BREXTON steps off a plane. It's going down that little hallway before you get into Love Field. And all of a sudden, I'm freezing. My legs don't get cold, but I got cold. So I had to rush out there and wait for my friend Patty to pick me up. And I was standing out there in the cold. Oh, it's cold. But it was fun. Noises in the basement while you were there. I have no basement, if you're talking about here. So, Scott, thank you. Oh, Scott Bake, that was me. That's hilarious. Scott, oh my gosh. We talked about you a lot. I thought about you every visit, every place we went to. I remember you you said, I think we knew where Richard Simmons was, because I remember you went there and you actually went through the gate. And I think you walked up and did a video on Richard Simmons. So like I said, if you watch my video, you can see us all standing around trying to make a decision. Should we go through that gate? Because Big Bake reached on the other side, lifted the handle. He did it. And then I opened it up. So we're all standing there talking about going. So as they were talking, I just grabbed my telephone or camera and ran over there and did a real quick video. They were so busy with the funeral. There's no way. If they wanted to kick us out, we were about to leave anyway. So, oh well. So I went over there and did my little video. And then Randy says, "What the heck? I'm going to go do it." And then Desert Deb did hers. It was funny. But yeah, so we all broke the law. They had to go over there and do that. That was fun. Then we went to Holy Cross Cemetery. There's a lot of video. But I need to have Scott on tape with me at Forest Lawn, because there are 4 of them. So tell me, which Forest Lawn was Michael Jackson and Elizabeth Taylor? Because they weren't out at Glendale, unless I just missed that building. We did not get 1 star at Glendale. California was awesome. Oh, Bake, that's right. Bake was there. I missed Big Bake. I'd like to see him. Was there at Glendale. Then why did I see him? Where were they there? We went up top of the hill. We found the church, and I did a couple of videos there. Then we went on down, and I found the place over there where it says Garden of Freedom or Garden of Remembrance, but the doors were locked. And I think the mistake I made is when I first went there, I was looking for one of those books that Desert Deb gave me that shows you the map of the stars and has the dots and tells you where they're at. But because Desert Deb got me one from Hollywood Forever, and I love that book. It's right over there by me and right there next to me. So I'm walking around looking. Okay, I'm reading that. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to see them, but they keep them locked. But I was hoping maybe the maintenance man might. They said, well, somebody's going to come by and unlock them about 11 o'clock. I think he was just trying to get rid of me. So I said, okay. So we're just standing around about 11:05, 11:10. Nobody shows up. I walk over and I said, are they coming? He said, well, we don't have a key, so I'm not sure exactly what time they're going to open it. I think they made that up. So we went on. I walked around a little bit. Then I thought to myself, I know I could Walker, and he's not at this one. So I punched up under maps Paul Walker's grave. It took me 8 days away. It took me, I'd say it's about 20, 21 minutes to get there. We drove all the way over there. I know, but we didn't find them, Scott. I know. Don't rub it in. I'm just kidding. I didn't find anybody, but I did find Paul Walker's and Stan Laurel. That was the only two people. But I do remember a church down at the bottom of the hill. Never even thought about it because I didn't want it. We get back to my friend's house there in Montebello, and we're sitting there, and I'm looking at these old videos of mine on the phone. All of a sudden, there was that church. Right around the bottom down there was a whole bunch of the stars that I had listed. So where's Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher and the guy from Friends? Where are they? I should have. I know. But I didn't know what to do. I was all brand new to that. But I did get those two great. But the best time was getting to go to Pierce Brothers and Holy Cross and meeting up with 909 Adventures, Brittany, his wife, and Desert Deb. That was so much fun. We walked around everywhere there. I knew exactly. I could find everybody. I was walking around. Oh, here they are. Because in my map, I remembered that was the last cemetery that I did on my preview of my trip. Yeah. I was so down. I was like, oh, man. So Monday was kind of a bust. Then we did his surgery on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we all got to meet up and spent the whole day together. And that was really, really fun. But I'm hoping to get to California again. He doesn't have any kind of procedures coming up. But I'm hoping maybe I can hitch a ride with somebody. Anybody, come by and pick me up or meet me somewhere. I think I can ride with somebody there. And then I can fly back one way. I could probably afford that. But other than that, no. So if anybody wants to go to California and they want to go somewhere else, drop me off at the airport, or I'll get a plane ticket and I'll leave LAX, and come back home. I like Southwest Airlines. Yeah. I know. I'm learning all this stuff. Find a grave. I have yet to learn how to use that yet. You can ride in the back seat of a caddy. Or I can ride in somebody's trunk. Gonna keep throwing that out there. Never let you live that down, dude. That's funny. Oh, man. I still think about that today. Never grew up. Oh, man, that's funny. But we've done Grove Hill. Guys, I'll go ahead and tell you this before we end this tonight. I'm going to be trying out tomorrow for a video series that they're trying to get promoted on television or on cable or whatever they call it. Not cable, whatever it is. It's called Mobbed Up to Mobbed Down. I'm going to be doing like a reporter named Tommy who's going to be interviewing a guy named Sal who just recently got out of prison for 20 years. He used to belong to the mob back in the old days. And I'm supposed to be, this is my character, Tommy. So we're going to be at Dealey Plaza, Scott. And I'm going to be doing a little short scene there. They already gave me my dialogue scene. And then my next scene will be, there's an actual restaurant now right across from Dealey Plaza called Jack Ruby's Tavern and Bar, or Tavern and Restaurant. We're going to go there tomorrow, 2:30. And we're going to sit there. And I'm going to sit at the booth. And it's going to be the guy, Tony, who plays Sal. I'll be here. Then there'll be a lady who plays his wife, Luna, and then somebody else. We're all going to be sitting there. And my line to Sal is, I did the same thing here about 2 or 3 months ago. I took him to Oswald's grave. He had never seen it before. And so I knew he was in his character, Sal. Please dress up that way, I told him. So he gets out and I say, Sal, tell me a little bit, because I know I've heard rumors about the mafia and this famous person. Well, who's this person? So I take him over. That says Sal talking. So I take him over. Oswald, tell me a little about it. Well, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know. That's how he talks when Sal talks. He's supposed to be away from the mafia, but my goal is to keep asking him these tricky questions and see if maybe he could actually tell about the mob. So I'm at Jack Ruby's Tavern. They're going to open up a booth for us. They're going to have the camera all set up. If I get the part this next year, there'll be pay. Right now, I'm just trying out. There's no pay for this. So tomorrow at 2:30, I'll be at Jack Ruby's Restaurant and Tavern downtown, right across from Dealey Plaza. We're actually going to have a good lunch there after that, or a dinner, and we're all going to film, and I get to ask the famous line to Sal. Now, Sal, I've asked this before. Tell me a little bit about Dealey Plaza and about the Kennedy assassination. That's all the line I have. And then he goes on through his whole little spill. Luna starts talking, and all I have to do is sit there and just listen. And the rest of the time. But I'll get to have my little part. And if they like the way I do it, I got a little special hat I'm going to wear, a black shirt, some nice blue slacks, where I can look like the part. So, yeah, I'm excited about this, guys. I've known this guy here. He was actually on one of my lives. Okay. The guy's show is called Brexton Can... That Santa behind you. I know, isn't it creepy? Hold on, I want to look at that again. That is funny. I know, his head moves. Oh, that's Santa. You're talking about that Santa. Yeah, I've already played him already. I love that guy. I got to play it for you, I think, when you were here. Should have. I wish I'd got to have you here when we did a live. That'd been cool. Santa and the Karate Mafia. Yeah. So the name of the show that I'll be trying out for is called Mob, Mobbed, Mobbed Up to Mob Down. That's the name of this TV. You can actually look it up, and it'll bring up his name, Tony, and his acting. That's his real name. And it'll tell you a little bit about the whole series. I've done a couple of videos now with him, but he wants me to try out for this, and this is my one chance. There's actually going to be a man with a fancy camera in the background filming us with a big stand. And I'm sure they're going to go, cut. Can you do that again, Brexton? I've got my line in my phone. I'm going to practice it tonight before I go over there. I'm not driving anywhere downtown. I'm taking the train. So all I have to do is bring my camera. I don't have to bring anything fancy. So, yeah, they're having a lot of construction going on downtown Dallas. And I don't want to get stuck. But, yeah, let me drink my... If anybody knows how to do this, I'm going to take it over to my niece's house. It's a thing you can put into your phone, take all your videos and all your camera or film or photos and transfer it over. Where are y'all going with this? Hiya! Hiya! Yeah. That's funny. But again, I want to thank, just in case they're still here, Jeff, Brittany, and Desert Deb. Thank you very much for the meetup. I had a wonderful time. Now I can say I have 5 people that I've met in my lifetime. And I'd love to meet up some more YouTube supporters. And please, invite me. I want to meet up with you. That would be awesome. I'd like to go to Florida. And like I said, I really love all the videos people are putting up there about Adam the Woo. I didn't know him, so it's not my place to post things like people are doing. But I know y'all knew him real well, and all this stuff. I had one chance to meet him a long time ago, but that's when I first really got into the YouTube. He was doing a video on Clyde Barrow's grave. And I thought, in my mind, I didn't know that whole thing where you film, then you put it out the next day. I didn't know that. So I saw this video and I watched it. So I drove clear across town, went to this cemetery, found the grave, and realized there's no van here. And I went back and watched it, and I looked at the date on there, and I went, oh my God, it was yesterday. So he'd already been here. I saw him in the back of his van. I watched where he takes those chip clips. That's why I started putting chip clips on my chip. He always put them on there and put them back up in the cabinet on the left-hand side. Oh, man, I wish I'd had that. I wish I could have that. Is it a van or whatever he was living in, a trailer home? I don't know what that thing was. It was a mobile thing. But, yeah, so I love watching those things. It's fun. But I appreciate y'all. My casa is your casa. Be great to have all these people piled in here. And then Big Bake and Scott can have their karate moment with this guy back here. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to punch up on Santa one more time, let you hear him. Yeah, I said punched up. I can do it. Yeah, But let's do a meetup. How about Branson, Missouri? Hold on, guys. Got to push that button.
the house of reindeer paws.
He's not moving tonight.
Good old Santa Claus down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little ones.
Yeah, he's not moving tonight.
Oh, oh, oh.
He usually moves back and forth like this.
Oh, on the housetop.
Oh, I love Branson. Me and my mom and my stepdad used to go there twice a year before they passed away. I love it. It's 8.5 hour trip from Dallas. You go straight up through Oklahoma, straight over to Springfield, down. Perfect 8.5 hour trip. Really worth it. I love it there. We always stay at the same hotel every year. And yeah, we used to see. Mom loved the Lawrence Welk show, which wasn't him. It was all his family members and all the families of the Lennon sisters and all that. I liked the Haygood brothers. They're all still there. I liked, it was fun. All right, good, Larry. I think I can get him to go again. It just, if you don't play him a lot, if you don't wiggle his body a lot, messing with Santa. Yeah, it's really nice, Flo. We ought to go since you're actually closer than anybody. We could all meet up. That would be a station. I'm going to say that right now. We should have a meetup like y'all do in LA. We should have a meetup where all the YouTubers can come down. Branson, Missouri is right in the center of the United States. We should all meet up, find a hotel where we can all get the same, not all one room, but all get a hotel room and all stay in one area, then go out and see some shows. It's really, really fun. The shows are around $30, $40. I don't know what they've gone up now to. Back then they were like $24, $25. It was great. But yeah, I got to meet, oh my gosh, so many people. I met, oh my God, I can't even think of their names. I met the Osmonds. They were at the Andy Williams Theaters before he passed away. They were there. And the Osmonds were there. It was just 4 of them. It was Jay, Merrill, Alan, and Jimmy, and Wayne. And then Jimmy. It was like 5 of them, and Jimmy joined them. But then now I got to meet them. That was really cool. I found out whenever Andy Williams passed away, I don't think the Andy Williams Theater is still there, I hope. They took his ashes and spread them around the property of the Andy Williams Theater into that pond and everything. There's a plaque there that says Andy Williams is rest here. So that was pretty cool. So I don't think so. No, not happening. Everybody has to drive there. Oh, okay. He did buy. Okay, see, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I met Jimmy Osmond a long time ago too, and they used to come to Dallas. They were at the Memorial Auditorium, which is now the Kay Bailey Hutchinson thing. It is closed now? Oh, man. I wonder what they're going to do. I wonder what they're going to do about that, because that's where his ashes. It's like Toto. You know he's not buried there at the Forest, whatever that's called, Hollywood Forever, but it's a statue. His ashes are actually under some highway where the property used to be. It was a girl dog, and that's what I learned about that. It's actually on that little plaque there. But you wonder if that's going to be the same thing with Andy Williams. Since his ashes were spread on that little pond out behind there, what are they going to do? Since you just lose the person's ashes. It's a little plaque there that says Andy Williams lies here. It's pretty sad. All right, guys, we're going to end this thing tonight. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you. This is my live on Saturday nights. I'm going to go over that puzzle. If you haven't done it yet, they're selling them now. Girl Scout cookies, $8 a box this year. But I get the Thin Mints and I get the Samoas. That's my favorites. I get 2 boxes of each every year. I try to eat 1 or 2 maybe a week. I try not, because I'm diabetic. I got to be careful. But I love these things. So get your cookies from your friends, whoever's selling them. Other than that, this right here is a pretty cool thing. I didn't get to use it in LA. I forgot where it was. I couldn't found it when I got home. It's a nice little thing you plug in, and you can pull out your thing and plug in your phone. It's supposed to charge your phone up quicker. It doesn't do it like the commercial, but it does charge. I think I was down to like 50-something%, and it charged it up within about 30 to 35 minutes. It was completely charged. So I thought that was pretty good. But it doesn't do it like the commercial. All of a sudden to see the green bar going, I can't get it to do that. Yeah. All right, we're having just a little late, guys. Love you. Squirrel magnet fishing. Hey, man. Sorry about that, man. We're about to end this thing. Sorry I missed your lives. I've been in LA, but I will get in there. If you have a live tonight later on, I'll be glad to come in, man. Just for a little bit, because I've already had my 2 hours sleep before my live. I fell asleep at 6:30 and woke up at 8:30 downstairs on the recliner. Oh, my word. But thank you, guys. Nerd, Scott, 909, Larry, Squirrel Magnet Fishing, Randomly Randy, 909 Adventures, Brittany, Hidden Jackpot, Silent Forgotten. Good night, everybody. I probably missed somebody. I apologize. Ooh, doggy. Everybody say good night. I love y'all. Thank you. Okay, for sure. I'll be watching. I like what you pulled up recently, man, out of the water. When you get down here, we're going to hit White Rock Lake because you're going to find the famous Mercedes. There's 4 or 5 of them in White Rock Lake. You're going to find those cars over by the H.L. Hunt house. The man, Lamar Hunt, could not drive. And so my old teacher used to try to teach him to drive. And every time he'd wreck the car, the dad was so embarrassed, he'd just drive the car into the lake. Good night, John boy. I like that. That's funny. So that's a story, a true story. My English teacher told me that because he tried to teach the boys to drive and they couldn't. So they just drive the cars into that lake. All right. Be good. Love ya. That's Brownstone, right? No, it's White Rock Lake. 909. Have a good one. Tell Brittany and them good night. Don't forget to have pickles, marshmallows, and cook them over the fire. That guy would be pretty good if you were pregnant. Take it easy, guys. I love you. And as I say in the end of all my videos, don't let the road hit you in the butt. Good night, Steve. He's downstairs watching. Good night, everybody. Come see me, everybody. Bye. LA was awesome.